is called to order. The town of Bradley will hold a special meeting, board of trustees meeting on Thursday, April 17th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Meeting will be held at Bradley Community Building located at 322 Keith Street, Bradley, Oklahoma. Number one, I've already called it to order. Number two, roll call.
Cox,
Yes.
Shipman,
Yes.
Beverly,
Yes.
Snyder, here.
You here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Number three, discuss and take action on contract for solid waste service from Waste Management and Veterans Waste Solutions.
Whichever one of you ladies would like to go
Yeah.
first and present your contract.
Okay. I'm Brittany. I met you guys last month, with Waste Connections. The contract you have in front of you, services wouldn't change, so it's still the current services that we're doing right now. We would still offer the 330-yard roll-offs free to be used at your discretion. In here, it has a, administrative fee, essentially for us to take over the billing, so we would, pay you based off of what we collect and submit that payment quarterly.
So that would be once every 3 months or once every 4?
3,
Okay.
yep. That amount should fluctuate just a little bit, just based off collections, but I don't see it being that big of a difference from quarter to quarter. Other than that, I mean, the service is the same, so if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. We'd love to still be a part of this community. We've been here for a long time, and we're right down the road, so.
Either one of y'all got any questions?
We know y'all still going with the free dumpsters.
Yes.
Veterans, are y'all gonna do any dumpsters on the roll-offs, I mean, free ones, or
We
the,
didn't put it in the proposal, no.
you know, put a proposal?
Okay, on this one, with services, the billing cycle, or when would this take effect?
I mean, essentially, we could take it into effect as quickly as you'd like. The original contract date is July 1st, so, we could just do July 1st to make it an easy transition, but if you needed us to take over billing and all of that, we could do it. Being that it's mid-April, I would say June 1st ideally, but if you wanna keep the contract the same, it's a July 1st contract.
All the new things. That would be when our new fiscal year starts and everything also.
And it's the start of a quarter, so it would keep it on a calendar year. Or a fiscal year for you guys, I guess, essentially.
I think most bids are $20 How much is the, like, per poly card?
$20. And that includes billing, collections, that.
And the others are going up and down just a little bit, there's no change in the contract anywhere?
As far as the price goes,
Yeah.
I mean, there's the annual price
Yeah,
increase,
a
which
little
we
bit,
do,
I
but
understand.
yeah, not as far as services go. If your polycart gets damaged, your dumpster gets damaged, that's on us. We own it, so other than, you know, intentional damage to it, you set it on fire, we're
I
gonna.
was gonna make sure that it wasn't 20 and then all of a sudden, bam,
No,
27 or, you know, whatever.
no, yeah, and I mean, this is all public record, so.
Okay, that's fine, I mean,
Yeah,
I just,
I'm happy to share.
nobody has
whatever.
asked, so I just figured I'd,
Oh,
I'm
of
gonna ask her the
course.
same question, how much, you know what I'm saying, so. So thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Standard within the company.
If something were to happen to our polycart or something, we could just call y'all.
yeah,
Instead of like now, call the water calls the town calls the water
Yeah,
back and forth.
so with us taking over or proposing to take over the billing, you would just deal with us one-on-one directly. So your bill would come from Waste Connections, you would pay Waste Connections, any issues just direct to us. And then, like I said, we're down the road at Alex, so it's an easy drag for us.
Anyway, y'all put anything in writing on the roll-offs, would y'all be considering the 3 roll-offs like Waste Connections does, or?
I'm sure I can make a phone call to get approval for it, but I'm sure we can do something.
And then I had a.
Veterans, on y'all's website, y'all are employee owned, right?
Correct.
Okay, I thought so. That was just a question I had, because everything the town's been through lately. One of the board members' family works for veterans, so that would be considered nepotism.
They're not married.
Your brother's not married, he works for him,
He's not married to Christie.
but he works for him. So that makes him an owner.
Yeah, there's a little more politics involved in it than just, I mean,
I don't want the town to step into something.
well, y'all need to read some of this fine print right here, then if you don't tell them to step into something.
Want me to hand it to him?
They can
Y'all
drop us
can
at 90-day
read this.
notice anytime they want to, and know nothing.
Brittany, how much do you cost 2-yard dumpsters?
$59.99.
I did contact one other company, and their, regional manager said they cannot service our area. And I contacted, let me correct that, I contacted another one, but they don't go past Rush Springs. I did my due diligence in trying to find others as requested by the
Like I said, I just
board.
know we
So-
tried to go with veterans before, and that was the issue before, we didn't go with them.
Well, because she
And
was a
she was
board
the
member
mayor.
and worked there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the,
That was the problem.
that would have been a conflict of interest, not nepotism.
Also, this 90-day clause, I don't know if you were mentioning our contract with the 90
Yeah.
day, it's 90 days notice at the end of the 5-year term. So it's not just tomorrow I'm gonna give you 90-day notice. It would be after the initial 5-year term, whereas you also have that right to get out.
We
We're
walk
not
into,
just,
we walk into a courtroom and that lawyer's first thing he'll say, it don't say 5 years out there, it says 90 days. And that's how the law reads. The law's gonna read is 90 days. 90 days, we're gonna be done.
no, that's not how it reads. This is written by a lawyer and you can have
Yeah.
I mean, it.
I deal with them all the time on a daily basis, you know. I know how the law kinda goes on some of that stuff.
We've been here since 2009. We
Oh, I
have
know.
no interest in leaving in 90 days. We have no interest in
I just
leaving
don't
in
like the
30
idea,
days.
how it was proposed to us the first round, the jump in price. I mean, I can see, you know, a little bit increase or something, but when you go up over $10 a cart on the very first notice, that's pretty steep for a lot of people around here.
I understand, and I had talked to Rachel a lot about this. We had taken this contract over from another company whenever we did the asset swap. Their rates weren't in line with the market. If you call around, these rates are in line with what the market is. So we have been trying for probably the last 6 or 7 years now to get the rates adjusted and haven't been successful.
Well-
We've went through several different people.
My thing,
And
my,
Denny, sorry to interrupt, I can tell you, I did check with the town of Alex because they use Waste Connections also. They are paying the proposed price that we got the first round, they're paying it that now.
yeah,
We wouldn't be.
right.
And that's what we mapped, we tried mirroring Alex's prices because we do this there.
One thing I was thinking about, my wait for a second.
Sorry,
That's all right.
that's my fault.
I think, you know, I just know how the ball's gonna read it right there on that contract. I write them out daily, I know.
I mean, if you're concerned about the 90-day clause, I'm happy to have it rewritten to where it's not just tomorrow, I'm gonna give you a 90-day notice. If it needs to be more clear and concise, I'm happy to do that, but I can sit here and tell you all day, it's on camera, we're not giving you a 90-day notice tomorrow. It's at the end of the term, that, you guys also need a right to get out as well. So if you wanted a right, you have 90 days as well at the end of that first term. We're not interested in leaving the town.
But another thing I was gonna say a while ago is y'all come here with a crazy bid the first time, then when we get a secondary bid, y'all just boom, jump off that outrageous outlandish bid and come way down to being realistic. I mean, we look like some hick-billy, no idiot, you know, no nonsense people, but really we're kind of smarter than we look. Be honest with you.
I apologize if that's
I
the
know, I'm just
perception,
saying,
that's
maybe.
not, we were just trying to do the same price we did
Right.
to keep the market the same.
Yeah. Well, I know y'all trying to keep the market same, but now all of a sudden y'all jump the price way back down. I mean, you know, to me, that's, a little shady kind, I think. Yeah, that's right. Back here. I think maybe I'm up. Yeah, that's what's right here. Just states 90 days and stops right there. Yeah. It don't say about no 5 years. It only says it takes 90 days. It breaks off in 90 days. I mean, you put 90 days in there, anything. And then there's another one or two.
And the service provider can demonstrate that such rate increase is necessary to offset the service provider's increased costs. In connection with performing the services under this agreement, the service provider may, in its sole discretion, terminate this agreement
Within 90 days.
upon 90 days written
Exactly.
notice. If they don't consent to your rates, you have the right to terminate within 90 days.
Exactly.
That's right.
If that's how it reads, that's incorrect, because that's not our intent by any means.
And then we read in there farther on something that, I didn't read it all, but I just caught part of it, and I need to read it all, but, on the, part where the landfill, if they go up, then y'all's rates go up on us.
That's part of all of our price increases everywhere.
Yeah, the way it reads in here though, like if landfill decides, say 2 months they wanna go up on price rate, we're gonna eat that, cause y'all's gonna send it down the line to us.
That would be the same with anybody, though.
Right,
If your
right.
costs go ahead, it's your business,
Yeah.
you pass it on as well.
Well,
We own the landfills, so
Yeah.
it's not gonna affect us to that extent. It never has. But if something happens where diesel goes out of control.
yeah,
we
thank
have-
God clause.
Oh, that's why we have a price increase in here,
Yeah.
is to cover those costs. And we set it at a flat percentage, because you can budget for that. And it protects you from the years when it's 10%, which previously it's been CPI, and CPI has gone up to 10%.
Period, that's an inflation clause. Good job.
Yeah.
That should be negotiable. That should be negotiable. Maybe Lucas can contact their lawyer and negotiate that clause.
The next one,
Oh.
you wanna look at the next one, veterans?
I'm Stacey with Veteran Waste. We would love the opportunity to service you guys as a community. We do pass through here quite a bit. Our contract would stay at 5 years as well, and then after that, there's a CPI increase annually. Other than that, there's not gonna be a rate increase because we don't do like the fuel surcharges or any of that kind of fees attached to it. So what you see in the proposal is what you would end up paying. I didn't have a contract, a sample contract, I'm sorry, I just brought the proposal, I didn't know that we needed a
Right.
contract, so, I'd be happy to send one over for you so you can, and take a look at it and have your attorneys look at it.
How much are y'all's polycarts?
I'm sorry?
How much are your polycarts?
They're $19.95 for the first one, $7.95 for the second, or third or fourth, however you.
What about the 2-yard dumpsters?
They're, 51. On the proposal, it does say that it's for 5 years and with lock-in prices with the exception of the CPI increase. That is on there.
And did you find an answer for the question about the 3 roll-offs?
I texted him, I have not heard back yet. I can step out and give him a call if you'd like me to.
Whatever you'd like to do, ma'am.
Okay. Be right back.
It's not on the agenda.
Without it being on the agenda, you guys can talk.
Also, executive sessions are for certain things. You can only deliberate certain things during executive sessions, such as the hiring and firing or disciplinary action of an employee or litigation with a lawyer.
I can't reach John, but I'll make an executive decision to say yes.
She said she's gonna make the executive decision that yes, they would give us the roll-offs free of charge, 3 of them
Yes.
placed strategically through town.
Do you keep them consistently, or is it just a swap out?
It's just like once a year, they
When we
give
get
us
started on that?
3,
Okay, yeah.
like one up by the park, one over here, and I don't know where the other one would go, but
At the bottom of the hill usually.
at the bottom of the hill, okay.
Okay.
And then,
Start saying until they put them at the bottom of the
It's been a
hill.
while.
huh?
The man that owns the property at the bottom of the hill don't let y'all put one down there.
Around out there, wasn't getting it done.
John Rogers is where they always said it.
No,
He put
no,
it
it
in.
isn't, Frank.
It's gravel.
Every time I've seen it, it's in his front yard.
Well, we'll have it set at the old Bradley School then, that way it won't.
I ain't gonna ask for public stuff thrown on the ground.
In front of that.
That's our own plan.
Cause they set it right there at the intersection.
Deal with her.
You offered to put it down there?
No, I didn't offer. I'm just saying.
I said they used to put it at the Bradley School,
And
then they started putting it in front of the old building on John Rogers.
Well, we got permission to put it there on Harrington's in the middle of the hill if we want to, like by Frankie's right there, we was given permission by Natalie to do that, so we want to put one right there, you know what I mean?
I knew the last time we put it down there.
here.
No, no. No, but community building park,
Yeah.
and then I didn't know where else. So down there would be, obviously they need one down there too. But I just didn't know, cause I've not ever done that, cause I have yet to clean my shed out. I have VHSs older than, you know, my oldest child is sitting in there just,
No
you
way to
know,
watch them.
Make sure they're labeled.
You want them, you can have them.
No, 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 I don't want them.
I don't blame John not wanting this in. People don't get the inside of the trash in place.
Drop a couch off and not put it in the door just next to it.
I mean, they come it up and then they spread it. Pick it back up. Every time I have to go worry about it.
You guys bought the old graduate school?
That's why I asked him, what time they put it down there? And I asked him,
Deanie and them just said where they put it, where they tell us, tell whoever to
yeah,
put
the
it.
girl don't want it back down there. That's a good trash.
Can I make one comment? Because this contract obviously needs to be reviewed and revised if it were to go forward, I would like to add that we would put in there no fuel surcharge. We have not ever put in a fuel surcharge, so we can put that in writing if that makes anything easier.
It goes up by 5% each year. And then 3% from 2030 forward. They said it'll go up annually based off of the CPI, and they don't know what the CPI is gonna be. Cause it's published once a year by the US Department of Labor. I
It's
believe.
every month.
Yeah.
Oh, every month?
15th, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like last month was 2.7, this month's 2.4, so it's gonna vary, it can go up to, I believe it caps out at 6%, but I've never seen it at
During,
6.
during COVID, it was 8%, but outside of a COVID year, it's always trended in that
Yeah.
3 to 5% range. Everything went up during COVID,
Now we're gonna continue.
and then it'll go back up.
Personally, I think y'all should wait for revised contracts to be submitted by both companies before you make a decision. Consider these rough drafts.
Yes, okay. I see you running like something.
You know, that means I had to go all the way up to Timbuktu.
Now I got my contract until July first, so that's what we were kind of planning on. We for sure need 30 days to get the equipment in.
Okay, to go start July first then.
That
It would
yeah,
start July first with you if you were chosen.
Right, correct.
Okay, when would the dumpsters and everything be preset prior to
Yes.
that?
Yeah, probably the last week of June, we would get everything set before they pulled theirs out, so that you're not without.
Well, we visited among ourselves, I think we decided that I'll make a motion that we go with them.
I second.
Yes.
And we are gonna get the $30.
Yes.
Okay.
He called and confirmed, and I said good, because I already made the executive decision.